So hata kwa kanisa ukipata pastor moja wawili wako na maneno yao, that is part of society. That is why we have some people hapa Nakuru JK prison.
And kindly, let's treat each other as partners. God bless you. Once again, ongerani wa Nakuru.
What happened in Kilifi, by whatever name, is a criminal act and is unacceptable.
We are now also want to remember this moment as we are here, the SHAKAHOLA massacre, as we have been told and called, which has happened in Kilifi. This is short nothing than a massacre. It is indeed sad that the criminal activities carried out by those named, their names like Pastor Mackenzie and others, maybe, the International News Church. We have been going on for the last 20 years. We are saddened and we want to also remember them, and especially relatives and friends who may have lost their dear ones there. The conference continues to keep them in heart. We are reflecting of having a visit to them and also console and condole with them. As a conference, we are concerned that instead of government seeking address to the matter with seriously staff, attention is now on regulation of churches. We are thinking and reflecting what is the way forward. We ask our political leaders to stop demonizing the practice of religion because of an obvious criminal act that would have been abated if our security agencies were alert and at the plight of the people of Kenya. I urge that we all observe also a silence for these many people of our land that have perished in a very mysterious circumstances, and they continue to find more bodies. Some leaders from the two leading political formations, we urge them, walegeze mioyo. We urge them to, again, find space to make this country what we love and wish it be, country of peace. We are surrounded by others. They've been struggling for years and years, and things that started like a spark have now grown to big, huge, kind of not lasting, everlasting wars, never last. We commend the Azimio Coalition for calling off the demonstrations and agreeing to re-engage in the bipartisan processes. We also commend the government and the Kwanza Coalition for opening doors to this process so that we can move forward. We thank also the government for reflecting on how to take care of our school fees, and we are waiting for the implementation. Not to forget the private sector, which many schools are run by the church, and the church depends on donations, and therefore the government puts a hand in it to move the young guys back to school. We will appreciate and upgrade Kenyans in the future. So as I end, we reiterate the dialogue remains the best means of resolving any disputes. We pray that the bipartisan process will unlock the current stalemate so that peace and cohesion can continue to prevail in our nation, where all of us are able to get back to work together and build our nation to achieve greater social, political, and economic and religious prosperity.
Our bishops, the way you have said, we serve the same people. The flock that you shepherd are the same people who elected us and are the same people we work for. So there is a point of convergence. And the state and the church are one. And we really want to work with the church for the development of our people, for the prosperity of our people. Chairman, you have said very well. what happened in Kilifi, by whatever name, is a criminal act and is unacceptable. And the government of the Republic of Kenya will not allow anybody to hide behind the pulpit, to hide behind the Church of Christ, to commit crimes. Criminals will be dealt with as criminals in accordance with the laws of this country, in accordance with the Penal Code and the Criminal Procedure Act, because it is not right. And we want to urge those who are talking about what happened in Kilifi not to condemn the entire Church of Christ and not to condemn all our pastors. The church is a reflection of society because the membership, this congregation, is part of society. So what happens in society is the same thing that is happening in church. In the society there are a few characters who are not straight. Ukifika pale police force, utakuta polisi watatu wanne si watu wazuri. Ukipata kwa walimu, iko mwalimu moja mbili wako na maneno yao. So hata kwa kanisa ukipata pastor moja wawili wako na maneno yao. That is part of society. That is why we have some people hapa Nakuru JK prison. Kwa sababu ndio tuliunda sheria ya kung'ang'ana na ile watu ambayo ni wahalifu. So the church is no exception because it's part of society. But the percentage of the wrong pastors is really very small. So people should not condemn the Church of Christ. They should not condemn our reverends, our fathers, kijumla. Wacha kila mtu ameharibu ashtakiwe na jina lake. Si kila mtu wako na majina yake. And Your Excellency, the Apostolic Nuncio, I admit my name is a little bit difficult. Nimeona pale imekuumiza kidogo. Na inaumizanga watu kwanza ya huko ng'ambo yenu. Lakini vijana wetu hapa wale waliona hii jina Rigathi Gachagua iko matatizo mingi, wakatafuta njia nyingine wananiita Riggy. So hata wewe unaweza tumia hiyo jina, is a good name, I like it. It is actually easy. Actually compared with Rigathi Gachagua, this Riggy makes a lot of sense. I wish I had it earlier. So let people be called by name. Kama Riggy amefanya makosa, achukuliwe hatua kama Riggy. Let us not condemn wholesale the Church of Christ because it is not right. Many of our pastors are good people. Our reverend fathers are good people. Our bishops are good people. Christians are good people. But that 0.5% is part of society, and that is the way it is, and we will continue just dealing with that the way it is. So finally, I agree with the bishop that we need to look for a peaceful way to settle our disagreements. President William Ruto has been magnanimous, and when the Azimio group reached out to him that they wanted a discussion, he said he's fine with it. And they say they want to come on the table and discuss whatever issues are bothering them. The president was so persuaded, he was accommodating. Along the way, they decided they don't want to speak, they want to go back to Maandamano. Again, when they went to Maandamano, things were a bit rough. They decided they don't want Maandamano, they want to come and speak. We want them to come and speak to our MPs in Parliament, whatever issues that are there, provided they are not in violation of the Constitution. If the things they have are things that are legal, that are within the parameters of the law, as a government, we are willing to engage. Violence, for whatever reason, is unacceptable. It doesn't matter what reason you give to be violent. Destruction of property is unacceptable. Stopping people from going to work is unacceptable. So we want to thank the Azimio people for saying they want to talk to our MPs. We welcome them to a frank discussion. Whatever issues are disturbing them, they can address with the members of Parliament. And then the members of Parliament can come and tell the President and I what the issues are. In the meantime, ourselves, we are very busy. But our MPs will listen. They will listen. And once they listen, they will come and tell us. And then if it is something that can be done, we'll do it. If it's within the law, we'll do it. But if it's something that we don't know, there is nothing we can do. If they say they want to open the server, ourselves, we don't know where it is. Maybe the members of parliament know. They'll discuss. And tumesema hiyo mazungumzo iendelee. In the meantime, sisi tuko kwa mambo ya maendeleo. Hapa Nakuru tumeleta fertilizer ya 3,500. When we came to government, it was 7,000. Watu walime, tumeshukuru Mungu, ametusaidia na mvua ya kutosha, na tunaomba Mwenyezi Mungu atupatie mazao ya hekima, so that we can have sufficient food.